Hey darlings, I feel like I should title this video How I Continue to Suck at Poly. But that's not really fair. I'm trying to be kinder to myself. So let's talk about it. So yesterday, my partner Five and I were chatting and sending some spicy messages. And I sent a couple that felt like it took a little bit of courage for me to say. Like it was a little bit more, sometimes I feel like less is more. But for some reason I was like, ooh, I'm gonna say something like a little spicier, which is funny because he's read my books. Like they're decently explicit, so I don't know why I feel shy about talking that way over text. But anyway, yeah, it was enjoyable and I was very revved up and excited to see him. But he wasn't gonna get home until really late, and so I had the evening with my other partner, Ronnie. And it was awesome because we just got to talk and hang out and get to know each other better. And I'm still feeling revved up. And there's a sweater she has. It like bears some shoulder and it's very nice. And I thought about just being like, bam, onto her. But I had too much gay panic to do that because with Five, it's easier to go into primal brain and just attack and not really think. But with Ronnie, it's still newer. And it takes more mental work to get over like the fears of the newness. And it was like that with Five too at the beginning. Like the first few times I would get nerve wracked and it was like, ah. So yeah, I just need to get to that place with her. So I was, just excited for Five to come home. And then when he did, he seemed fine, but just very like matter of fact, very do, not feeling the way that I was feeling. And I was kind of bummed about that. But I'm thinking, well, he's had a really long day. He's had a lot on his plate. And he's a dude. I feel like, guys are maybe a little not as great at multitasking. Like a woman can be revved up and get stuff done. Whereas a man, I think it's, an either or. So I was like, okay, no big, this is fine. And then we're brushing teeth and I'm like, hugging on him and I'm just kind of giving them the signals of like I need to do some stuff, and he was not really reciprocating, just kind of in his own head. And I was thinking, okay, Kira, you've literally done 2 TikTok videos about this where if you're feeling all lovey and he's kind of off in his own world, it doesn't mean that he's not feeling lovey towards you. It means he's in man brain or is like off somewhere else, and it's not bad. It's okay. It's fine. And so I'm, talk myself, like it's okay. You don't need to get worried or anything. So then we go to bed, and I'm just like yes. I'm all excited. I'm like okay. We get to, I'm excited. And he gets all cuddled up to Ronnie and is giving her the love eyes and is like stroking her hair and just super, super into her. And I'm like, okay, of course, like Ronnie needs love and attention too, like obviously. And so I cuddle up behind him and I'm giving him the like, I need you to plow me touches. I was just like, this needs to happen very soon. And nothing, he's still giving her the love and whatever. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But it keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And finally I'm like, oh crap, I probably misread today. The spicy messages maybe didn't mean anything to him and maybe he was just placating me. Because I've been in a place where I wanted someone more than they wanted me, and it was really painful. And I don't ever want to put myself in that position again. And so I was thinking, shoot, I'm probably being really annoying. He probably doesn't really want me that way. He just wants Ronnie, despite the messages. So I felt pretty bummed. And so I was like, I don't want to be frustrating or anything or in the way of what he wants. And so I rolled over and I curled up and I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to wait until everybody goes to bed and then maybe have some me time, just sad me time, and then hopefully sleep. And then he basically asked like, yeah, I don't know what to do because I haven't had spicy times with Ronnie in a bit. And like I really want to do that, you know, and if she doesn't want to, like, well, then I want to with you, Kira. And I'm thinking, and then he kind of made this face of like, ugh, like I knew he didn't mean for it to come out the way it sounded. And so I was thinking, well, don't get upset, Kira. Like, that's it. He doesn't mean your like consolation prize or whatever. Even though it sounds like that. And she said, well, I don't know, I could be persuaded. And he was like, not really sure what to do. And I'm like, have fun, I guess. You know, that's what you want. That's fine. And so, you know, we proceeded to persuade Ronnie, and it did not feel the greatest. And I was trying to figure out how to not be a party pooper because I felt like the sad Victorian child. And I'm like, no one wants to be watched by the sad Victorian child while they're engaging in spicy times. And so I made myself like, not made myself, but I was like, well, stop being a party pooper and like help out a little bit, like kind of get in there a bit so you're not like ruining their time. And then I had my turn, and that was good. But yeah, I felt kind of weird about it, and afterward I just started kind of replaying all the stuff in my head and just went into a darker and darker and darker and darker place because I was thinking, like, maybe I am the consolation prize. Maybe I am the person that, you know, is wanted if like the main person isn't up for it. And I struggle with that. And I'm really trying to figure that out. And so I couldn't sleep, and I went out to the living room to try to meditate, to try to figure things out. Because I was also just feeling so torn because part of me was in that really dark place. And another part of me was just like, get out. Like, you're okay. Like, are these thoughts true? And it felt like this just very much like pulling apart. And I was trying to figure out how to accept all the parts of myself that I didn't like, because I felt like a petulant child. I felt like, man, like I had these spicy talks with him, and then he didn't even want me, and you know, it felt childish, and I just really, really disliked that I had those feelings. So that's a thing I tend to do, is to beat myself up for my feelings. So not only am I having bad feelings, I'm having bad feelings about having the bad feelings. And it felt really, really not great. And I could hear Ronnie and Five kind of talking. I couldn't hear what they're saying, but part of me was worried that they were just like, we can't handle this lady. Like, what's her deal? And so I was kind of worried about that. But yeah, he came out and talked to me and reassured me and was saying, I was like, no, I was very excited to come home. I very much wanted to rawr you, but I was really concerned because I hadn't as much with Ronnie, and wanted to make sure that she was feeling like emotionally secure and everything. And I was like, oh, like that's good. So I was glad that was the case, but yeah, I just got into a really dark place, and I feel like I'm still in it somewhat. I'm not really sure what's going on. So I'm trying to figure out, like, do I need more self-care? Is it too much caffeine, or is it just the stress of everything? And I don't know why I'm so focused on pinpointing like what is causing this. But yeah, I feel sadder than I want to be. And just more confused and really trying to figure out what can make things better. Because it does feel a little bit uneven in a way, because 5 has me and Ronnie. And I have 5 and Ronnie as well, but the relationship with Ronnie is just different. Like, I really enjoy her company, and I think she's pretty, and everything like that. But it's not on the same level as it is with 5. Or like on the level of what he has with her and me. So it feels like he has these 2 people that he like really really wants and everything, and like I really really want 5, and it's like I'm happy with Ronnie and everything, but it's not as much of a like need, if that makes sense. So yeah, I feel like it's feeling a little uneven, and that fear is just super kicking up of wanting someone more than they want me, because he's kind of my favorite person and I am not his. And I've tried to get okay with that notion, but it's hard. And it's hard because he is so sweet. Like, I couldn't fathom the kindness. They showed me last night that he came out and was cuddly and reassuring and awesome. And yeah, I'm on the struggle bus. I really am. And the funny thing is like, I bet I will get off of it. I feel like I'm in such a roller coaster of emotions that there are times when I'm really, really excited. And I'm like, yeah, everything's amazing. And then there are times when I'm just like, everything feels really hard and scary, and I don't know what to do. Because when I look at things logically, I'm like, oh, this is such an awesome opportunity. Ronnie and 5 are amazing people. They're on a bunch of land and have gardens and stuff. And if there ever is an apocalypse, like, we're set. But yeah, sometimes emotionally, it's so hard, and it feels like I'm seeing things in a way that I don't want to see them. Like, I want to be in a happier place, in a more appreciative place. And I keep trying. But yeah, I'm confused and sad. And then I feel bad that I'm confused and sad. I feel like I shouldn't be. So I don't know what to do. Hopefully I'll figure it out. Hopefully I will be on here next time, excited and happy and bouncy and ready for the day. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, bye.